Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Barrel Bros podcast. Here we are, just fooling. We got a new setup today. We've got a new member today, and here we are.
An official member, by the way, not a temporary.
Yeah, so everyone talk, please.
You're all stuck with me forever now.
Yeah, you're like herpes. Can't get rid of you.
Jesus.
All right, so if you would, introduce yourself, bud.
Hey, everyone. My name is Isaiah, also known as Risk, because I'm an edgelord, and I'm here to make dank memes and get really mad at video games.
Yeah, he's going to be doing the new, soon-to-be hit series, Chef Zay, the Seasoned Master.
Oh,
That sounds good.
There can never be too much salt.
Hear that, everyone? Get ready for the salt. As
I
he
mean-
gently sips his Arizona green tea.
Brandy.
I mean, you need salt to survive. I mean, come on.
That's a glass full of brandy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's past noon.
It's 12:30 p.m. at the time of
Listen.
recording.
And he's already been to church, so I mean, he's,
Yeah, I went. I repented. I'm good until next week.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And I'll repeat myself.
It's rinse and repeat, or rinse and repent.
just stay in moderation. You'll be fine.
It's not moderation.
That is so moderation.
That was 4 fingers when you started.
What?
It's 3. Calm down.
It's 3 now. All right. If you have failed to notice, viewers at home, we are using a new recording software, and it's not really a new recording software. It's just we have a Discord now.
It's like buying a used car. It's new to us.
So this is going to be the format that we're going to be using from now on. I hope you like it. Instead of that old, boring ass, bland background shit that we used to use.
Yeah, we're just sat in the same fucking room with one mic.
Yeah. Now we have 3 moving up in the world. All right, so since we have a new member here, and we're so out of practice, we're floundering around for anything to fucking talk about. Isaiah, why don't you tell us some nice stories?
Tell us about yourself.
Yeah. You need to introduce yourself, not just to Luke and Louie, since Louie's never met you in person, and Luke's only spent a little bit of time with you. You also need to introduce yourself to everyone on the internet.
Because no one knows who the fuck you are.
Alright, well, I am a massive nerd. In that way. Since literally the dawn of time, I make video games. And I play video games.
If you didn't catch that, he makes video games.
I mean, that's already more impressive than anything the 3 of us do. So
It really is.
It's not that hard, honestly. There's enough tools online for you to just kind of like do it. As Shia LaBeouf said, you just do it.
So you want to take us through the steps of what you do to make your games and what your game's about?
Well, the first step to doing anything really creative, whether it's a video game or, art or music or whatever, is to have an idea and then tell yourself how fucking stupid your idea is. And you move on from that and you just keep coming up with stuff until you can't argue yourself that it's not retarded. And then you do it.
All right.
now, what do I do if an idea never comes in the first place?
Well, then you go and work for EA.
You're free.
Aha!
Oh,
You take an IP that was loved by children everywhere, and you ruin it. You tarnish it.
That sounds exactly right.
I mean, I look at Battlefront. I used to love Battlefront as a little kid.
Dude, we've established on a previous podcast that Battlefront 2 was the most perfect video game ever made.
No, I don't know if
I've
it's
never
perfect.
fully played it, but
And you're retarded. Is that a coincidence?
but I played the first one, and the first one was good. So the second one just had to be better because back in the day, the second one did actually make it better.
So tell me, do you reckon you could squeeze out some microtransactions from your games?
Every game does, man. Like I think that's the biggest issue with with selling video games at this point, especially with the changes that the mobile market has made, because you basically have like a handful of options, right? You either A, make your games cost a set amount of money up front, and you just risk the fact that a lot of people aren't going to pay for anything because they're so used to everything being free that they're like, oh man, I don't want to pay for this trash. Or you have B, which is to make the game totally free, but then you're not really making money. And I'm trying to get rich. I don't do this for free. I gotta eat. Eating is nice. Or C, you do the microtransaction route, which is just honestly I feel is unethical. And that's just my opinion.
I mean, what you do is you just take a addicting game made for kids, and then you say, "What's all the numbers on mommy's credit card that you can take out of her purse?"
Super crazy minion fidget spinner, Five Nights at My Little Freddy's,
Minecraft
and
experience.
Knuckles featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
That's quite the mashup.
Now, how much would that in-game purchase be?
4 Tide Pods. Eating Tide Pods is for children. Real men rail lines, Ajax.
I mean, I'm just saying, just cut out the middleman. Just like fuck the detergent and just start snorting borax.
Of course, we at the Bro Bros podcast do not condone the consumption of Tide Pods, borax, or bleach if you're thinking about that.
Well, I mean, I was saying you just inject bleach into your veins. I mean, that's the quickest way to clean out all the diseases you have.
No, dude, you want to use drain cleaner. It gets rid of all the that cholesterol
you-
buildup.
You butt chug Drano.
Oh,
Yeah.
That will also bleach your asshole.
Mm-hmm. See, I mean, you have bleach running through your veins, butt chugging the Drano, and snorting Ajax, and popping Tide Pods. You're gonna be one clean motherfucker.
You're currently in college here.
I am.
All right, so what are you doing?
I'm a major in computer science.
Computer set.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Come on, it's almost there. Just reach in the back of your throat, pull it out. I don't think y'all understand. So, basically, me and Tyler are sharing the same mic, and so I hear myself talk, and then about 3 seconds later, I hear myself through my headphones, and it's like getting down with the sickness, but not in the good way.
You're doing computer science, you say.
now
Now,
what does that entail?
It's a lot of being a code monkey, and you just kind of learn how to code. And
What the fuck just happened with his voice? Did your balls drop and come back up at the same time?
one went down and one went up.
more
Are
of
they
a
both-
twist, like a rotation.
Has some torsion going on up there.
You don't want to get a torsion. Luke got a testicular torsion when we were working at Dairy Queen one day, and he just kind of leaned up against a freezer and cried for like an hour.
Isaiah, anything else you want to tell people about yourself?
Before we get right into all your stories.
Can we get right into them?
Well, it's been quite a while since we podcast, so there is a lot of stuff that we can recap, like New Year's Eve party.
Oh, Jesus.
That's pretty much it.
Just screaming, "Oh Jesus!"
Yeah, it sounds like y'all had a lot of fun on New Year's. My party was so much more lit, though. I was sad that I couldn't make it to yours, but I had a lot of fun. I went to bed at 9. Got up, had a nice breakfast. It's a lot of fun.
Sounds fun.
It was. It was riveting.
Oh man, I remember like way back when when I was little, we had a computer that ran on Windows 98. Every time you turned it on, it was like the fucking it's like going to the movie theater and that giant
Oh, IMAX?
yeah, the IMAX thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay,
big
well.
stuff.
It was so loud. It was so good. One time there was some hair that had gotten into the outlet behind the computer, and for some reason my mom had the computer unplugged, and she went to go plug it in, And, the hair smoldered and smoked. And then my sister flipped the fuck out. And then she went and got a glass of water and poured it on top of the computer because she thought it was catching fire.
Wow.
And so,
She should work in IT. That's fantastic.
and so my mom just got a big bag of rice and put my sister in it. Just kind of locked her in the pantry.
And she ate her way out.
Well, not uncooked rice. I mean, have y'all ever just been like, chilling out, eating some rice, and then all of a sudden you hit a grain that didn't cook?
It happened to me all the time back in the jungles of Vietnam. Sitting there eating my bowl of rice, and the planes fly over. We gotta get back into the tunnels.
Jesus Christ.
Wait a second. How did your sister fit in the pantry?
Just ignores everything.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, we had a walk-in pantry where we used to live.
Or where you
Okay.
used to live.
Yeah, in Allentown.
Oh, okay.
So some things you can be expecting from Isaiah, like what are you expecting?
Pretty much every game that you would imagine that people would get upset at. Hearthstone, Darkest Dungeon, Counter-Strike Global Offensive will definitely be a big one. I play WoW a lot, so expect some dank World of Warcraft footage.
Now explain what is a dank World of Warcraft play? I've never watched any WoW videos.
Well, I aim for more of the old school WoW footage where, it's kind of recorded with unregistered Hypercam 2. There's some disturbing Linkin Park in the background. I clearly don't know how to play, but it's alright because I got a couple kills and it looked badass.
There's only WoW player I've ever watched is Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, dude, that's an old meme. That's ancient.
Sorry to break your heart, but Leroy Jenkins was fake news. That was all set up.
It was?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was. They actually used it as a recruiting tool for their guild.
Yeah.
And it actually backfired because it caused a lot of drama between like the high-ranking users and then when WoW saw that the meme was going viral and they started to market it because it was their game. Leroy Jenkins himself nor the guild got any sort of compensation or royalties.
Yeah, I watched something about that though.
Yeah.
Was it the Internet Historian video?
I can't remember. But
But
like they were saying, even in the WoW movie, that they were going to have like some soldier named Leroy who went out and died, but they took it out of the movie as well.
He was supposed to have a cameo. British group, the Yogscast, was also supposed to have a cameo in it.
Oh, really?
There was a lot of people who were supposed to have cameos in it that were famous from Warcraft, but none of them got in.
And WoW just kind of said "fuck you" like they always have.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it seems like there's no gaming company that doesn't go fuck you and everything that you want.
I mean, that's not the biggest issue, right? Is that when you have a fan base that is as large as something like World of Warcraft, you can't please everyone. I mean, look at the Sonic fan base.
It took fans making a legitimate game for them to get something they wanted.
Yeah, actually, Sonic is not a good example because Sega is just full blown retarded. Like, they don't even know what they're doing anymore.
Did they ever?
I was about to say.
Yes, they did. They actually did in the 90s. There was a brief period for the second generation of consoles where, they beat out Nintendo in terms of market share, and they knew what they were doing. And then that immediately fell flat when the first 3D generation, the third gen, came out. They just lost it. Mostly because a lot of Sega's success in the second generation was due to Sega of America and their aggressive marketing that worked really well. But from how I understand how it goes, Sega of Japan was not a big fan of how Sega of America was running the ship. And so when Sega of America, after getting all that success, wanted to start doing things their way, which they really should have because, they were the ones that were making the company successful, Sega of Japan was like, nah, fam. And then, here we are today. Sonic Forces and bad memes. And Chris Chan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sonic
Chris Chan. Louis, do you remember Chris Chan?
I don't recall Chris Chan. What is that?
He
I'm
was
in
the
the
dude who
same
did
boat.
Sonichu.
Sonic? What the fuck's Sonic?
Sonichu. It's a Sonic OC that's Sonic mixed with Pikachu.
Oh, that just sounds
What
horrifying.
the fuck?
Oh, good lord, that is Sonic. Good night. Oh, this is horrifying. Oh, I'm leaving this. That's enough cancer for today.
I know we just kind of went very very specific and subjective there, but we're going to get out of that. And Isaiah's going to continue to share stuff about him. Now, what did you do before you came to college?
Went to a high school like everyone else.
Oh my god, no fucking shit.
I don't know. I fight a lot. I'm into combat sports. Been doing it since I was 4. Currently do MMA. It's a lot of fun, especially as a borderline midget at 5'6" and 130 pounds. You get to fight people twice my size
I
all the
don't
time.
know if that's borderline midget. Relative.
Let's see, Louis, you might want to describe your own body dimensions because I was confused here.
Right, so I am standing at a proud, towering 5'3" at like 110 pounds.
So you can't go run around saying you're a borderline midget.
I'm sorry I offended you, Louis.
No, I wasn't offended. It's just relative.
Fake
You know?
news.
Yeah.
It's fake
I
news.
don't want to cause any microaggressions here.
You don't want to be CNN.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't though, because I don't believe that cuckolding is good for relationships. So I can't be CNN.
Oh, yeah, you need to post a screen cap of CNN's headline where it says, Isaiah's already getting ready to post
Yeah,
into the...
I searched that shit up, and yeah, that was retarded.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
See, and what's funny is I legitimately thought when I first saw it, I was like, oh man, that's a big CNN meme. And I was like, obviously that can't be real. Like, I know that they've spiraled out of control, but it can't be that bad, right?
What's even weirder was the study was done on gay couples, right? So
What?
not only is the study retarded just because of what it's about, but they studied gay couples and then applied it to everyone.
See, there is a big difference between men and women, where,
They're saying men fantasizes more than women do.
Well, that's true in most cases. Your girlfriend's different. But, yeah, so trying to apply male promiscuity to everybody probably isn't the way to go.
I mean, that's what they've been trying to do for, 2 decades now. So
Especially since there's a certain culture in many gay communities where it's hypersexual, where you just kind of go around and you just have loads of sex. Like, it's not true in all gay communities, like the one we have where we live, but it is here in Athens. All right, so Isaiah, you want to?
I just noticed my I was driving back home today because I went and saw my family for the weekend, and my sister posted a video on her Snapchat of me in the car jamming out to some Sabaton on the way over here, and she's all annoyed about my Crusader music.
Oh God.
What does she say?
She's like, he listens to Crusader music now, like this, like her eyebrows up, like that basic white girl crap.
It's not Crusader music. It's music.
It's just historical music.
Well, Powerwolf is definitely a little bit.
Yeah,
Crusader.
Powerwolf's.
Yeah, Powerwolf is.
Well, I said Powerwolf Pandora because I'm an old man and I still use Pandora.
I mean, I use Pandora.
I use Pandora.
I do as well.
So you're not special there, Isaiah.
Or the League of Elderly Gentlemen.
But I'm different.
That was a pretty good impression of your sister you just did, honestly.
Just made a pretty good impression of the vast majority of our generation.
Jesus.
What that was.
All right, just so y'all over there, back at home,
Mm-hmm.
can understand what Isaiah's sister's like, take my sister and then remove the obesity.
Good
Okay.
lord. Wait, does she stay as home as much?
She likes to go home.
Wait, is she any what bit sense of successful at anything in her life?
She's good at school.
Is she?
Yeah. Because she's one of those people who can, like, read a list of definitions and memorize it for a test. Yeah, I know you are, Tyler. Fuck you. Not all of us are good at the educational system.
Yeah, Tyler, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, dude.
If it ain't Bad Dragon, it ain't worth it.
I don't know. Is $135 for it worth it?
Listen, man, it's going in your body. You gotta, you gotta.
You gotta spend the money to do so.
All these company name drops, dude. Like, which one is gonna sponsor this video?
We have been wanting bad. We've talked about it before.
Well,
we said
I
we wouldn't
mean-
be against Bad Dragon. That'd be a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, that'd be good. EA and
Bad
Sega
Dragon,
are out.
please sponsor.
I'm just gonna wander around the world of Coke, pissed drunk. Be like, I'm trying to find a Sprite sponsorship. Can anyone find me a Sprite rep?
No, we need a Dr. Pepper rep because there's no fucking Dr. Pepper in Athens.
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Luke, tell the story.
All right, so we hit the liquor store. We're gonna make the Incredible Hulk, or I can't remember the other name for it, but it's just Hypnotic and Brandy. But New Year's, that shot my brother gave me that kind of tasted good. It wasn't just pure of one drink, it was a mixed
Yeah.
drink. So it was just Hypnotic and Hennessy, and he put a splash of Dr. Pepper in there, kind of cut down the burn from the alcohol. So I want to do the same. So we went looking around. I went to one gas station. Looking for Dr. Pepper. I mean, even a can of Dr. Pepper would have been fine. But I looked in there. There wasn't a 2-liter. There wasn't a can, and there wasn't even a normal sized Dr. Pepper bottle. And the first store we went to, there wasn't even a fucking Mr. Pibb. So I said, all right, I guess it just sold out in this store. So we go to the store right next to it, and also there's no Dr. Pepper. So
Wow.
So yeah,
Then we go to a Subway, and there's still no Dr. Pepper.
there's a diet Dr. Pepper, and that shit tastes pretty fucking bad. So I just got a Pibb, and then it wasn't as good.
I don't understand what all y'all got against diet soda.
Yeah, your boy Isaiah over here is all Diet Coke, like a fucking middle-aged woman.
What is up with
I
that?
I drink Coke Zero sometimes, but
Coke Zero's for men.
yeah,
So Isaiah, there's a story I just thought about that you need to tell.
Which one was that?
It's the one with Jews when you're working in your restaurant.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, basically, right, like I've been doing food service, waiting tables and stuff for like 3 years now, and at the restaurant that I'm currently working at, I had a lady come in, super SJW looking type, and like she doesn't bother me. Like I'm just trying to get paid at the end of the day, so I go over, I take the order or whatever. Like I think she got like a baked ziti or whatever, which is like basically lasagna but with a different noodle. And everything goes well. They're having a good time. I go back to the table after they've left, to collect the bill so I can put my tip in. And she didn't tip me, and she wrote me this long ass note about how I just gave a Jewish woman pork and how horrible the person I am. And then she left her email at the bottom of the receipt, which I guess she was assuming that I was going to email her and write her a formal apology. And I guess she complained to my manager about it, like as they were leaving, and she didn't want to be refunded or anything. And then she wrote this horrible review of us online about and she was like in all caps, like, "Do you realize what you have done?" And you literally did not at any point in time tell me that you had any sort of dietary restrictions, and that's just a quick note for all you viewers out there. If you have dietary restrictions for religious reasons or otherwise, you should tell the person who's giving you food, because I'm not a mind reader, and so I don't know. But I mean, like, and it says clearly it's got sausage in it. So, like, just don't be dumb, please. That's rule of thumb. Rule number one to being a successful human being is don't be an idiot.
I mean, but the thing is, if you sat there and said, "Oh, you're Jewish, I can't give you this," I mean, there'll just be another.
It'd just be another complaint.
Yeah, because then you're assuming that they're Jew.
I mean,
She just came in looking for trouble, is what that was.
Yeah, no, absolutely. She was definitely just trying to get something out of it at the end. There's no way it was anything other than that.
Should have emailed her a virus.
Now I had her because she left a review on Facebook, and I had her Facebook profile like stored away for a little while, just in case I ever need to set up a Moldovan bot farm. I figured her email went nicely, but I've since then had a change of heart and removed it.
was that before or after the FBI came to your basement?
Wait, which time? There's been a handful of occasions.
This specific one.
Well, most recent. It was, I think, the most recent one.
You didn't go to CIA.gov/hack, did you?
I did. I went and I googled how to point green lasers at airplanes, and they showed up at my door. Because I forgot to type. I forgot to type at the end of it, but it's for science. Don't worry.
I say, can you not smash your space bar so hard when you're playing WoW? Mike's pretty sensitive.
But viewers and listeners, smash that motherfucking like button harder than Isaiah can
Yeah.
in his existence.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon to become part of our notification squad.
Yeah, we totally will do shit about that notification bell.
Oh yeah, Brofist Dab.
Hey, Vsauce! Michael here.
Oh,
Gotta love that YouTube culture.
Oh man.
I mean, it's the only culture that white people have is YouTube culture, right?
Well, it depends on your definition of culture. Because I think YouTube culture is cancer. But let's start with a C. So, Lewis, you haven't been speaking that much today.
Now I'm just listening to. I'm what? I'm absorbing all these dank memes that are flying. I had a stroke there. Jesus, that's why I'm not talking.
You just had a fucking reboot.
Just unplug yourself and plug yourself back in.
But do it really
It
quickly
works.
so you have
It
back.
works.
So you should have that back power to push it back in.
Can
Powering
confirm as a
off.
computer science major, turning it off and turning it back on again is the best way to start life. Whether it's your cell phone, your computer, a relationship,
Sex life.
a test. Yeah, just turn it off, turn it back on again.
What if I turn my erection off, but then it never comes back on?
Well, then you gotta
then talk to
go
your
and buy
doctor.
hardware.
No, dude, you just got to call Microsoft.
Contacts.
You just call Microsoft and you sit on the line for a few minutes and
Thanks
they'll
for
get
calling
something to
Microsoft. How can I help you today? What are you wearing?
you. Khakis. A shirt.
State Farm. I think the best thing I ever did with that was me and my dad went on a McDonald's run at like 2 a.m. and we pull up to the drive-thru and the lady's like, well, welcome to McDonald's. Can I help you? May I take your order? And my dad was like, yes, you can. And it was just like, I think like a solid minute of silence. It was good stuff.
I was really expecting you to say that your dad asked her what she was wearing. If you want, we can go by McDonald's later and then record it. Put it on the channel.
We're just gonna
We're still-
hop out of the car and get right up next to the breathe really heavily into it.
I think we have enough people to do the drive-by exorcism now. You remember that old thing we talked about?
Well, not a drive-by exorcism. A drive-through exorcism.
Yeah. Just imagine a drive-by exorcism. It's just line up a bunch of demons and possess
Bunch
people
of,
in one house.
Bunch of
And
priests
go,
roll up in a beat up Toyota up in the hood, and they just hop out of the car with crucifixes, kick the door down, start waving it in everybody's faces, and the demons come out. Then they hop back in the car and drive off.
No, dude, they got us like spray
They
holy water on
exorcised
someone You gotta like spray holy water on someone through the window.
It's all in spray bottles.
Yeah.
Or no, super soakers.
That's what so good. Did y'all ever? I forget what they were called. They were like the super soakers that had the shield on them.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking about? I had one. They were actually trash. They had like a crank on them.
What?
Yeah, it was dumb.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
You had to like wheel this. You had to turn this crank to get the water to shoot out. Also, fun fact for the viewers: I sexually identify as a 40-year-old man. My favorite things are to sit here and drink either a dry red wine or brandy and eat licorice or almond joys like an old man.
He says as he eats a red vine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that a 40-year-old heterosexual man, 40-year-old homosexual man, or what?
Oh, I'm straight as fuck.
What?
Said he's straight as fuck.
Oh, I thought you said sure as fuck. I'm like, what?
He said as he was deep throating a red vine.
I should have bought. I asked my sister about it when I went to the grocery store today, but instead of asking, I bought the grapefruit for her and her boyfriend. She didn't get the joke, but next time I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Wrap it up all nice. Send it over to him and be like, y'all have fun.
Y'all have fun. And then send her the YouTube, and then send her the link to the video.
Mm-hmm.
I love that meme.
It's a good meme.
This is probably the best meme on YouTube.
I don't know about that.
You still kicking Uganda Knuckles?
Yeah, Uganda Knuckles has definitely been the best meme of January 2018.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tide
fuck
Pods
Tide
were
Pods.
funny until they became real. Like, if y'all seen, there's a picture going around of like it's like Walmart or whatever, and they had all the Tide Pods locked in those plastic security boxes that they put like razor blades in.
Was that Walmart or was that
It was some store.
Kroger's?
It was
'Cause I know Kroger's will lock up stuff.
mhm.
Like their policies, they lock up whatever's been stolen the most.
Yep.
Which is why fucking pregnancy tests are always locked up.
Yeah. Tyler, you went with me when I done stores for my girlfriend, where I'd go and reset like those cars and balls in the middle of Kroger's.
Yeah.
Remember I told you how to determine if this was a good neighborhood or not?
How's that?
Is if the condoms were locked up or not. Like, I'm not fucking with you. Go into a Kroger's and the fucking condoms are locked up, you're in a bad part of the neighborhood. You best get your shit and leave.
Fantastic.
Well, now people know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not kidding. I mean, it's like you just driving there, you're like, oh, this is a pretty rough part of town. And you go in the Kroger's and see it locked up. Oh yeah, it's really rough here.
Or the I went to a Walmart once where they had everyone who was trying to leave line up like it was Costco, and they checked your receipt and your bags
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that you weren't stealing shit.
One thing I don't get is why is condoms are stolen so much? Because you can just go to the health department and get them for free.
Look, man, I honestly,
They need to get them ripped.
if you see someone, man, let them. If they can't afford the $5 box of condoms, they can't afford a child.
I mean, yeah, that's the point where you just don't even risk it.
I mean, those little plastic security boxes aren't stopping you from the box.
I mean, no. Nor have I
Plastic
ever
bag
tried
and a
to.
couple rubber bands will do just as well.
Yeah. Yeah. If you use a plastic bag and rubber bands, you get the added benefit of making a cock ring yourself.
I mean, and you can just go and steal the nylon gloves or whatever, or latex gloves. That's
Nylon
next to 'em.
gloves. That would be so uncomfortable on your penis. It's like, just imagine that. Like, you're rubbing the tip of your dick on a fucking windbreaker. So, Isaiah, do you have any more stories that you can share? You feel like would be prudent? No, so people can get to know you before they try to jump into content and just get overwhelmed by your personality. Because your personality right now is pretty staid compared to what.
I know, it's kind of scary. I don't know what's going on. It's, you know why? It's because I literally just got back from being home with my family, and like, you know, I got two little siblings that are toddlers. They're 6 and 4, and all that wholesomeness. It really it starts to detox you a little bit. And so I'm still in that nice, calm, like I can be a reasonable human being, you know, do my homework, be a good person, respect others, and then, I'll be back on campus for a week and the demons will come back out. It'll be good.
Last year when we moved in together, we were here for like 2 days, and Isaiah brings back this big handle of vodka. And what do? We fucking put Kool-Aid in it. And what did we call it?
Dirty Toddlers. Which sounds really bad. Like that's some
Demonetization.
Yeah, that's some demonetization. That's some YouTube kids shit. Did y'all are familiar with that, right? Luke, Louie, y'all are familiar with the YouTube kid fiasco? Alright.
Yeah.
That's some fun stuff.
Some fucked up shit. Is what it is.
My
with a huge emphasis on actual shit.
My
What was that again?
Sister one. So basically, what
video?
happened was these channels, right, would like
Wait, did H3 do a thing on him?
yeah, and so basically
okay, yeah, I know.
yeah, okay. But this one time, my little brother and sister were on the iPad, like they were playing music because we got a speaker set up in the kitchen that's Bluetooth to an iPad that they like to play edutainment games on. And all of a sudden, I start hearing the Family Finger song, and I freaked out because I'm like, "Oh no, what is going on?"
What the fuck is a Family Finger song?
It's some like nursery rhyme that is notorious on YouTube for the really sketchy like grooming stuff.
Oh god.
Yeah, where it'll be sung in like really bad English by some Indian man, and there's like softcore scat on the stuff, or like
what the fuck?
So I was subscribed to one of those channels because I like to watch it, where it would just like really unsettling quote unquote children's content that just didn't look right. It was very off-putting. And then there would just be like a random video of just like a slideshow of pictures of Vishnu.
What?
I'm not even kidding. Spider-Man Family Finger, Thomas Tank Engine Family Finger, and then
Vishnu
a slideshow
Family
of
Finger.
Vishnu.
And you like,
Or the Hitler
and you
Family
subscribe.
Finger. That was a good one.
Oh,
You
yeah.
subscribe
I
to
love
this?
Hitler and
I
India.
did because I like.
Why did you help their cause?
No, I just like to watch. I'm very interested in watching train wrecks.
There is a channel that he follows currently called, what is it, Stealthwave F-22 Raptor,
Oh yeah, my boy.
who has like 4 subscribers, and they're all Isaiah. Kind of like how Ethan was with Anal Blast.
Oh yeah, anal blast.
Yeah, basically it's just this deranged, like this mentally ill homeless man in I think it's Oklahoma.
No, it's like Oregon.
It's Oregon. Yeah, and he posts a lot about how he's being targeted by the government, and he'll like film crows, or like a street light.
Or a stray fucking thread on a blanket.
Yeah, and he'll talk about how it's a spy from the government, or it's part of their surveillance system.
Send a link to the Discord right quick.
Absolutely, and the way that he gets rid of their hypersonic attack waves is to take a
Please tell me
blowtorch and
it's
spray
tenfold.
himself down
Wait, with what now?
with a blowtorch.
He puts a blowtorch on himself.
Yeah, he lightly blazes his shirt. It's really good. I feel bad for him, honestly.
My favorite things that he does is he takes some fucking bits of Hershey Kisses wrapper and then mashes them together, and he says like prototype Chinese dragon spaceship.
I really do feel bad for him, as much as I enjoy his content. Like, that man clearly needs some assistance. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to be part of our notification squad. Peace out, little barrel people.
What the fuck?
The fuck? That's gonna be the name for our fan base now. Literal barrel people.
Oh no, man, what the fuck?
Can't even fucking say
Please,
it.
no. Oh, Jesus.
I could just make Dade noises
Yeah,
as the
he
outro.
makes some noises.
Oh, you remember how I was talking about we should take a picture and then send it to random posts, random mailboxes and all that?
Yeah.
We should
Why
put
do you
those,
go fucking...
Huh?
I was just trying to validate him.
I was like, I just went, uh-huh.
We'll continue with what you were saying.
All right. So we need to get those barrel root beer candies as well, and send it in the mail with it. You know, the candy that no one really likes, but you eat it because it's the only one there.
No,
You know what I'm talking about, though?
No.
because I don't eat those.
Oh.
You ever just like change the last number of your phone number by one, either by adding or subtracting, and then you send them a text and say hi to your number neighbor?
Do what?
No, I've never tried that myself.
I would not recommend it.
What happened when you did
How
it?
does that usually turn out?
Doesn't turn out very well.
He knows the way.
You know the way.
You know, it's a way.
I told you don't do that on here.
You do not know the way. You smell of Ebola.
We must sniff the queen.
That was a little painful, to be honest. Oh, it was.
I'm surprised your nose isn't bleeding yet.
You want to rail
Oh,
on
let me
this
just,
C4?
My nose is only bleeding a little bit. It's okay. I mean, my nose is actually bleeding.
All right, well, I gotta head off and get some food in my stomach.
I probably do too. All right, so you've been listening to the Barrel Bros podcast. Everybody like and subscribe.
Rufus Dab.
Yee.